That hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the strike. The Hawks trailing. Screen by Nurkic. Mitchell with it. Now Smith defending. Holmgren with the steal. They get a hand on it. On the wing, Mitchell. Timberwolves passing it around. Miller with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Nurkic. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Atlanta with the rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Wiggins left side. A three-pointer is right on target. Wiggins has got 5.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end. He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
McDaniels outside. Mitchell left side. From down in the low post, it goes. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
Miller outside. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Atlanta making a switch here.
All right, that was the Timberwolves breaking their screw. Make some noise.
1:49 left to play here in the half. Murray outside. Pass to Rollins. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Nurkic can't hit.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Miller, no up.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Rollins. He has yet to score. Goes back up. It's Nembhard on the wing. Screen by Nurkic. Back to Nembhard. Here's Dosunmu. Offline with his 3. The Hawks leading. Here's McDaniels. Diabate grabs the board. Out to the right wing. Here's Watson. Rebound, Atlanta.
He'll miss some of these from time to time, especially when he feels some pressure on the way up.
Bounce pass, Nembhard. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Nembhard with it. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
16.
And And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Hawks. Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Diabate grabs the board.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Back to you, Kev.
A unique talent. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. Neesmith can't get it to go. Pass to Black. Here's Diabate. It's rebounded by Neesmith. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And Watson has it in the corner. Holmgren outside. Pass to Miller. Back to Holmgren. Watson for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Watson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One on Holmgren.
You can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. The second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
That one is no good. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
Now, here's Neesmith. Still yet to score. Pass to Black. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
The drive by Poole. And the shot goes down.
Nobody can knife through a lane quite like Jordan Poole.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks making a change here. Timberwolves trail. Holmgren up top. Back to Dosunmu. Here's Miller. Misses from close range. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Here's Dosunmu. Following the 3 by Atlanta. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's Miller on the way. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Beyond the arc. It's deflected. .46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Murray, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Back to Holmgren. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Yeah, making room for the big guy. I like Holmgren calling for help so he can find his shot.
Nembhard comes up empty down low. Good if it goes. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a ball game here. Hawks on top, up 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Mitchell. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Dosunmu. Going inside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
Now, Nembhard. Inside. Good work defensively by Smith. Timberwolves trail by 3. And here is Mitchell. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
There's the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Dosunmu. It's good. Dosunmu's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Timberwolves. Mitchell left side. Jackson. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Minnesota making a switch here. Eubanks with it. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. Nifty move. Dosunmu's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Rollins. It's deflected. Miller surveying the floor. Dosunmu with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Dosunmu's shot is off. DeRozan in the corner. Here's Rollins. And they double up Jackson. Into the lane. Got it to go off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Takes the 3. Does not go.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Jackson with the screen. Pulls the trigger. That shot no good.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Shoots the three. Down he goes for three.
Black is such an unselfish player, always willing to get his teammates involved.
Timeout, Hawks. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Hawks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's McDaniel. Now Nurkic. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
Jackson. And it misses. The Timberwolves trail. Watson surveying the D. Oh, softly lays it in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
With the floater. And it's off. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
On the wing, Miller. Shot clock at 6. Watson inside. Doesn't get that one. Driving the lane. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Now Miller. Oh, what a play inside.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Timeout, Hawks. Shot and game clock separated by 4. Now Nurkic. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Minnesota making a switch. Stolen by McDaniels. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Now Nembhard. And he drives in. It drops. All right, here's Williams. Miller. And So it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a
And my wrist all green like my watch face. My bankroll blue as a crybaby. And my outfit up in the print.
Us, diamonds get the headache. Switching lanes, I'm scanning. Near tanning. Me and my be sharing it. I done read about 50 men, I feel like reflating. Ain't got a cannon, they upping on me, I'm damn it. I just stared at. I got 7 rooms filled with clothes, it's also on the awareness. Yeah, ain't talking about no TV show when I say I got bareness. I had to figure it out the hallway, no I don't care, little hey, I know try online, but check it in real life, I'll never struggle again. I done held down my mans, I put my mom in a brand new Benz. Grown they asking for pics like a fan. You my dog, I do what I can. Brand new fish bowl, look like Saran.
Not my type, I'm still rich all rap, I still ain't no pressure, I'm still relaxed. Still finesse, I said rich when I cheat on my she still gon' take me back. I can talk that but backing it up, that's what I'm better at. Pull up in the Raiders, see so orange look like a leather crab. Pull up in the Raiders, see so orange look like a Hermes bag. Kiss your goodbye, she come with us cause she ain't even coming back. Getting like Scarface, inside the bubble bag.
Many men wish on me one button, I can give me men. I put you on like I get this through your head. ITS US around the globe, think I didn't. I don't get no, I'm with whatever, however they wanna play it. Like bam, bam, I went through the flame and met it at the bodega. To the out the Bottega. Call me like my brothers keep yourself if you say no questions either. Hope not, think I need her. I'm still mad at Bieber.
Did you She don't wanna, no more, don't wanna. Get my own, I get it in and go. Shot it, owe me something, better pay your toll. Hey, I lick the spoon and I scrape the balls. Scrape the balls, scrape the balls. Well, I sit down her way. She ain't, no, she wanna go.
Drill. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that. At nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with him. This ain't Disney. Spin that benefit. Still identity. Put a. Can you flip it? Like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Wizards. The Timberwolves will get the first possession.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup. There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
And Edwards drops them both. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. From outside, off the mark. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now here's Lillard. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Swing in with the block.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Clingan can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Now here's Lillard. Avdia can't hit.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Lillard. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Lillard. got his second basket of the game.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Takes it off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach. Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Timberwolves leading by 6. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Picked by Reed. Pass to Shannon. Back to Highland. Shot clock at 5. Reed with it. Now Avdia defending. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
In for Portland, Williams.
Trailblazers trailed by 6. Avdia on the wing. Down low. Here's Williams. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Sharp missing. And Reed has got the ball here for Minnesota. Highland. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Sharp. He takes it in. And that one drops for him.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Crafty move. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Back to Clark. Pass to Dosunmu. Over Sharp. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Here's Sharp. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. GA, you hear about 3 levels scored, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you guys.
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Reed gets the bucket.
Yeah, Naz Reid knows the angle at which to set a screen, and he's got the mobility to be the guy to finish it.
Sharp with it. 6 points for him. And there's the drive. Pass to Williams. 13 feet away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution for the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves leading. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Charles Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach. We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Edwards inside. Outside for Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Second shot opportunity. That one also a miss for him, just like the other 3 attempts this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Minnesota on D. Sharp on the wing. 8 points for him. A miss that time. Would have put him up. 1:58 left to play in the first half. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Inside. It's stolen by Thibault. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. There's a minute 45 left here in the second. Pass to Wiles. Back to Anderson. And stolen by Lillard. Outside, Avdia. Here's Clingan. Now Lillard. McDaniels defending. Edwards looking it over. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
They could use a bucket. Oh!
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead in.
Avdia on the wing. .26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
The painted area is not for the faint of heart, and Avdia making some contact happen. I love that.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Edwards. Oh, that was something else.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
Lillard attacking. And then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top. They're up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Endures for the Timberwolves 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Final.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
Outside Edwards. Top of the key, McDaniel. Off target with his 3. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Portland. It's a 1-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Lillard attacking. Left side, Avdia. The rebound by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 4. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Kevin?
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks. Back to Avdia. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Timeout. A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A different look now for Portland. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Randall right side. And Reed has it in the corner. Rebound by Williams. Portland trailing here. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Here he goes. Here's Henderson. Sweet little floater. Henderson's got his first basket.
How about the touch on that shot? That is tougher than it looks, folks.
Here's Sharp. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
To the inside. Henderson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Driving in.
Boy, Bones Highland showing a couple of things on that drive. Little quickness, little handle.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Sharp on the wing. 10 points for him. To the middle. Pass to Thibault. Clock at 4. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Reed misses.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we... We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Timberwolves trail by 5. Let's go to the sideline, and here's some news about Damian Lillard. How's he doing, Allie?
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from Portland's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. As we get into the season, injuries becoming more common. In this case, he's been given the green light to keep playing. He'll just have to be more careful moving forward. Guys?
Thank you, Allie. We appreciate the update.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
To tie it up. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Sharp. Then jammed down as he goes right over Naz Reid.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Sharp. Pass to Grant. Back to Sharp. 5 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
And an exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Substitution on the court.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's DiVincenzo. He drills the 3.
Always assertive off the catch. Dante doesn't give the defender time to react.
Lillard. 2 points. That one goes.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Oh, Anthony Edwards loves these moments, and boy, does he deliver.
Up top, Sharp. He soars in for the double clutch dunk.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Now Sharp. Now Lillard from deep. And there's the three.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And that's about Coach Kirk's defense. I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Now, here's Sharp. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Timberwolves trail by 4. Now DiVincenzo knocks down the three.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
There's the pick. Lillard surveying the D. Lets it go. Gobert there for the rebound. McDaniels outside. Randall outside. Edwards. Oh!
My goodness.
He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And here's Sharp. No good, and a chance to end the run right there. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open three in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him, so the D is all over the perimeter guarding that three-point line.
That'll be a 5-second call. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
That's what you call clutch free throws, and he shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
go.